Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look of intensity as they try to pick up a win on the road. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Walker out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Well, Clark, more or less in the home stretch here. How does it feel to have the year winding down?
Well, on many levels, it feels good. I mean, you know, the postseason is upon us, and that'll ramp things right back up. The season may be ending, but the excitement is just about to start again.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Edwards, plenty of space, and no good trying to use the glass. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Right side Edwards. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Brown against McDaniels. Brown passes to the Beast. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And that one hits the back iron. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's the Beast. A proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Here's the Beast. McDaniels covering. It's Brown on the wing. Five to shoot to the wing, right side. Launches a 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Edwards laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ had did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Drains the triple.
That's a terrific play and a good sign. This team needs Porzingis to facilitate as well as score the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. Unloads from 13. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Edwards got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, he picked him clean. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. From behind the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. To the inside. Here's the Beast. Rebound Minnesota. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And a new group. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jaylen Brown is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2 guard. Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 4. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's the Beast. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 8. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Nails it from 3. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Here's the Beast. 5 points in the game. And yep, it's good. He has 7. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. And Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooting.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Celtics on D. They trail by 9. McDaniels from long range. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Boston's shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's the Beast. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 9. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's the Beast, following the score by Minnesota. Called in by DiVincenzo. Knocked away. Looking to get it going. The Beast. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He had 25 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He was effective in that game, finding ways to be useful out there. Back to you guys.
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Minnesota with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. McDaniels. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. He had 9 points in his last time out. The Beast. Good.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
The Timberwolves lead by 5.
Celtics foul, number 67. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Inside, here's McDaniels. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Now here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Six to shoot. Pass to the Beast. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Pritchard following the score by Minnesota. Pass to the Beast. Over Dillingham. Boston, no good that time either.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Gobert. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. He buries it from three.
Now shooting the three ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Boston calls time here. Graham, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's Minnesota running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
34. Your Tiimberwolves youth dance leaders.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Walker, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Here's Pritchard. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Edwards.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Shoots over Brown.
And Brown just doing a nice job using his body well at the defensive end of the floor. He's a physical player who I think does a really good job challenging shooters.
Minnesota is shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Pass to Walker, to the paint. Here's Gobert, and Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Here's the Beast. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. To the middle. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Brown. The three on target from range. Brown's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hart's checked in. It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's the Beast. Walker covering. Walker with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. McDaniels can't hit. For Boston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Tatum. He gets it in there. Tatum's got 10 points.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Pass to Gobert. And he lobs it up top.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's the Beast. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. DiVincenzo with it. Hard covering. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to the Beast. Back to Pritchard. Fires from deep. The Beast shot is off for Minnesota. They've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Brown against Edwards. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Pritchard. DiVincenzo covering. Brown passes to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hart. Here's the Beast. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. He got him. No doubt that's a... So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.